Hello and welcome to another PowerPoint tutorial. Today we are going to create a presentation using the morph transition. This kind of a presentation can be especially helpful when you have different sections in your presentation and you want to make it easy for the viewer to understand the navigation flow of the presentation. For demonstration purposes, we just have one slide in each section, but you can always modify it the way you want to. The link to download this presentation will be in the description box below, so let's get started. To start off with, these are the three colors we'll be using in our presentation today, and for easy and quick access, I have pasted them over here. Apart from this, we'll be using a few icons in our presentation today, which I have already shortlisted. I have shortlisted these icons from Microsoft's own library of icons. If you have access to Office 365, you can go to the icons library and choose the icons that you want over here. If you do not have access to Office 365, you can also download icons from websites like flaticons.com. To start off with, on a new slide, I'm going to insert a rectangle that will cover the entire slide. Next, I go to Shape Fill and I'm using this eyedropper tool to pick this dark blue color to fill the rectangle. I don't want to have any outline for this, so we're just going to remove that. Next, I will insert another rectangle that will go on top of this rectangle. You can adjust the height and width of this rectangle any way you want according to your own preferences and needs. So I'm aligning it in the lower half where we can add some text on the upper part of the slide later. Now I'm going to use this align tool to perfectly have it centered on the slide. And I'm going to change the fill color to this particular shade of blue. You can see that it has some outline which I don't want, so I'm just going to remove that. Next, we're going to insert a text box for adding a title to our presentation. This is just an example and you can put the title of your presentation in place of this. Now we'll just press Ctrl A to select all of this text and change the color to white. And we are also going to align the text to the center of the text box. Next, I'm going to stretch the text box to cover the full width of the slide. Now this is really helpful because as I increase the size of the text will still remain center aligned on the slide. Now I'm just going to change the font of this title. You can tweak it any way you want to suit your presentation. Next, we will select all the icons on the previous slide by simply holding down the left click of your mouse and covering all the icons. Now press Ctrl-C on this side and Ctrl-V on the next one to copy and paste the icons. So here we will just change the color of the icons using the eyedropper tool. Now I'm just going to rearrange these icons according to the flow of my presentation. Now, I will individually click on each of these icons while holding down the Control key to select all of these icons and align them. Go to Graphics Format, Align, Distribute horizontally for equal spacing, and then Align Middle so they are all level. I'm going to temporarily group them so I can align the icons with the rectangle as well. While the group of icons is selected, hold down Control and select the rectangle as well and align center and then align middle. And then click anywhere on the slide to release the selection. Then click on the group of icons and then right click on and ungroup the icons. Make sure you do the ungrouping before moving on to the next slide so that the morph transition works perfectly. Next, I'm just adding some design elements. Go to Insert, Shapes and select Line. Draw the line and then copy and paste it to duplicate it. Then rotate it left and adjust it so it is perpendicular to the line. Once we have the adjustment, we'll just duplicate this combination and paste it at the other corner of this rectangle. To make the morph transition work, you can either create a duplicate of that slide or even copy pasting elements from one slide to the other works. Now, right click on the slide thumbnail and duplicate the slide. Come to the slide you just duplicated. Now, I'm going to select this text box and hit delete. Next, I'm going to select this rectangle, go to format and select the same fill color as the background so you can't tell it's really there. Next, I'm going to hold down Ctrl and select all of these lines. Go to format, shape outline and choose the same blue color as the background. So these merge with the background as well. Now I'm going to hold down Ctrl and click on each of the icons to select them all. Then pressing the upward arrow key on the keyboard, I will move them upwards. You can also use your mouse to move them around, but I find sometimes that using the keyboard gives me more precision. Now go to Insert, Shapes and choose Rectangle with rounded corners and draw the rectangle in the top of the slide on the left of your icons. We will keep the height slightly bigger than the icon for this rectangle because eventually the icon will be on top of this rectangle with the rounded corners. Now hold down Ctrl and select the rectangle and the icon. Go to Format, Align and choose Align Middle. Now I'm actually going to hold down the left click of my mouse, or you could hold down Ctrl and select all the icons individually and then hit delete. The reason we did that was because if we didn't and then tried to move the icon, it would go behind the shape. That's because the icons were there on the slide first and the shape was inserted later. Now if we delete and then go back to the previous slide, hold down Ctrl and select all the icons, then press Ctrl and C to copy. Then on the next slide, we press Ctrl V to paste. And then again, we're going to use the upward key on the keyboard to move them to the top of the slide. Then I'm going to select the rectangle, go to Format, Shape Fill and choose the same color as the background so it merges. Then again, we will go back to the previous slide, hold down Ctrl and select the smaller rectangle and the individual lines, press Ctrl and C to copy. Then on the next slide, we press Ctrl and V to paste them. Then go to Format, Shape Fill, choose the same color as the background. And then again, we go to Format, Shape Outline and choose the same color as the background so that the rectangle and the lines, they merge completely with the background. Now, I'm again going to hold down the left click and select all icons, go to Format, Shape Fill and change their color to a less brighter blue. Now we will right click on the side thumbnail and duplicate the slide. Then click on the rectangle with the rounded corners that we had introduced in the previous slide. Then go to Shape Format, Fill and use the eyedropper tool to change the color of the rectangle. Next, click on this icon, go to Format, Graphics Fill and select the bright blue color. Now select the rectangle and click on this middle dot and extend right to make it bigger. Then click on the icon and using the left arrow key, move it to the left side of the rectangle. Select the rectangle and using your judgment, align the rectangle. Next, go to Insert and select Text Box and draw the text box next to the icon. Type the text you want here. Once done, press Ctrl A to select the text and then go on the Home tab, go to Font Color and change the color to white. You can also change the font style and choose whatever font you like and adjust the size of the font as needed. Next, we will click the text box to select it and then using the arrow key, move it down and go to Graphics Format, Align and Align Middle. Remember the smaller rectangle box where it merged with the background? Click to select it, go to Shape Format, Shape Fill and choose this blue color. Next, go to the edges and holding down the left click, drag the edges to resize the rectangle. I'm also going to hold down Ctrl and select these lines. Go to Shape Format, Shape Outline and change the color. Next, I'm going to select these pairs and move these to the corner. We seem to have pasted a couple of these, but that should not be a problem for now. For more precision, I always like to use the arrow keys on my keyboard to move around the elements. Now, we go to the slide thumbnail on the left side and do the right click on your mouse to duplicate the slide. Now I'm going to click the second icon, go to Shape Format, Fill and change the color. Then I'm going to click on the rectangle to select it and using the arrow keys on my keyboard, move it to the right. Then click on the icon and using arrow keys, move it to the left like so. Now click to select the text box and move it right using the arrow keys. Now I'm going to hold down my left click on the mouse and select all of these elements together so I can move them all at once and align them more perfectly on the slide. Now click anywhere inside the text box and press Ctrl A to select the text and type in the new text that you want. Next, I'm going to go to the slide thumbnail, right click and duplicate the slide. Again, we repeat the same steps we did on the previous slide. So I'm going to change the color of the icon first. Sorry, I forgot to change the color of the first icon on this and the previous slide. So I'm quickly correcting that. I only want the section we are in to have the bright blue color so there is no confusion for the viewer. Now we move the text box and the rectangle to the right. We change the color of the second icon. We select and move this icon to the left. And then we go to the text box and change the text on the slide. Now I will quickly repeat the steps on the next two slides as well. I'm going a little fast because these steps are all similar and remain the same on all slides. So we just want to quickly go through this. So that's all done. What I additionally did was create some dummy content for each of these slides, just some basic icons in a bar chart, which I'm now going to quickly paste onto my slides. Now let me know in the comments if you would like to see a tutorial on how any of these particular slide content was created. But just to keep this tutorial short, I have already created this content. Now that I have pasted all the content, I'm just going to delete these extra slides. On the left side, click on the slide thumbnail, then go to transitions and select morph. And now we're going to repeat this for all the slides. Once the transition is applied, you will be able to see a star appear beneath the slide number. Now once all that is done, we click on the slideshow button at the bottom and see how it looks. If you found this tutorial useful, please give us a thumbs up, and if you have any questions, please leave a comment below and stay tuned for the next tutorial.